I would like to thank you first for holding such a very important event at this very crucial moment that we live in. And first of all, I would like to express my sympathy and solidarity with the families of hostages and those who were killed in, I don't know what to call it, even barbaric attack cannot describe what happened on October the 7th by terrorist Hamas and their masters, which IRGC and Iranian regime. So I think we Iranians can little bit understand the state of the families of hostages, because our families, our nations has been taken hostage for past 44 years by this brutal regime, by this evil regime. So we are the people of Iran and the people of Israel. I can say they are most two closest nation together. We have same interest, same enemy, same war, and we share a lot of things. And this is not Israel war. Let's be clear about this. I always said, any person, any human being with a little bit of sense of humor, sense, logic, and fairness should appreciate what Israel is doing now, what IDF doing now. They are not fighting for themselves. They are fighting to clear the region from these terrorists and from these evils. They are very clear. Iranian regime and their allies and their proxies, they are very clear about their goals. And I said this few days ago in the House of Parliament, because I was quoting Hassan Nasrallah when he was saying a few days ago, 2 weeks ago I think, the existence of Hamas, Hezbollah and other terrorist groups, which he called them resistance group, depending to the Iranian regime. But Dr. Leon Fox asked why they calling themselves resistance group. What are they resisting? That's the question. I said they are very clear about what they're resisting. And I introduced the book of Hassan Banna and Sayyid Qutb, the founder of Muslim Brotherhoods. So Iranian regime, Hamas, Hezbollah, their foundation is Muslim Brotherhoods. And if you read the book of their founders, they are very clear about what they are resisting. Their goal is to destroy the order of the modern world and build their new world based on their ideology, Sharia law, and what they believe. So they are very clear about what they are moving to. Hamas, Hezbollah, other terrorist groups, and Iranian regime. I always say, Hamas, Hezbollah, Islamic Jihad, Houthis, and others are the arms of octopus. And it had to be cut off. But the head of octopus is Iranian regime. And to hit the head of octopus, we need Iranian people, of course. And I'm really glad we are together more than ever. But let's look at the hostage situation from a different angle. Iranian regime first, I would say, their first foundation, their first policy is hostage-taking policy. And they got away with it for past 44 years. 3 weeks before October the 7th, Biden administration released $6 billion ransom money for 5 hostages with Iranian regime. They encouraged them for past 44 years, so they continued with their raise. And they encouraged their proxies to do the same. So I can say for sure, one of the main I would say, part of this evil plan which took place on October the 7th was taking hostages, regardless of who they are. Kids, ladies, children, men, old women, old lady, doesn't matter. Because they look at them as a bargaining chip. So that was their plan. Come, slaughter Israelis, take as many as hostages they can, and after that, their calculation, thank God, it was wrong. So they thought they can get the ceasefire in a couple of days, same as always. But their calculation was wrong this time. Because it was 2 days after the October the 7th. Israel didn't take any retaliation, I remember, if I'm right, it was 2 days. The people were in the street of London, well organized. They were calling Israel to not retaliate. Nothing were happening yet. So that shows the media propaganda was part of the plan. And I am, as someone who know the nature of these evil people, I know at least 2 years before the actual plan, they were working on their media propaganda. And that's how you see they can organize and mobilize 300,000 people in the street of London. And clearly they're supporting Hamas, they're supporting terrorists. So they're working really hard in different parts. Their plan is to put maximum pressure on Western leaders by their media and by their demonstration to have the ceasefire before releasing any hostages. And they're constantly calling for ceasefire. For past 9 months, I have been living in front of Foreign Office. So I witnessed many of these demonstrations which every day took place in front of number 10. So this is their plan. They do, for us here, the most valuable thing in this world is the life of one human. But they don't value our life at all. They consider us infidels, non-believer, which we deserve death, and we are going to hell, they are going to heaven. That's how they see us, and they see us as a bargaining chip. That's why they took hostages. So what we need to do, I think, at this very crucial moment, to help for the release of these hostages, which we don't know, none of us know where they are. I can't trust any number that comes out from Hamas or Iranian regime or any of them. But we know there are about 250 hostages. I'm sorry to say that, but we don't know how many of them are alive now. Because we can't trust any word from these evil people. This is what I think. These people, they come out every Saturday, every Thursday, they call for ceasefire. This is great. This is a great step that we take. In our demonstration, in our event, and many of us, I can see many great faces who give interviews, we have to target actually the Palestinian supporters. Instead of calling ceasefire, you have to put maximum pressure on Hamas, terrorist Hamas, to release the hostages first. So we have to change the narrative. This is what I think we need to do from one side. Whatever we can do. In all my interviews, I repeat, ceasefire means Israel cease, Hamas, Iranian regime, and Hezbollah fire. This is the meaning of ceasefire now. They have to release all the hostages. And this is how we can change the narrative from one side, and from the other side, we have to give all the support that we can to the Israeli government and IDF, because one of their tactics is to bring deviation between the people of Israel and the government of Israel. This is their tactic, and they're working really hard on this. But we have to understand, very complicated war that we are in. They're using civilians, babies, children as a human shield. If you look at my Twitter, half an hour after the news of Al-Ahli hospital, I wrote, this is remind me as Ukrainian passenger airplane. They shot at themselves with 2 missiles and looked into the camera for 3 days and lied to the world. And after many videos and evidence came out, they came and they said, yes, it was us. That was exactly Al-Ahli hospital situation was, which Sky News and BBC jump on it. That was Israel. So very complicated war we are in at the moment. We have to be aware of the propaganda media. We know this is the tactic of Iranian regime. They spend a lot of money on this. About 20 years ago, in the time of Ahmadinejad, $800 billion disappeared. And 2 years, 3 years later, we found that they spent all of it outside of Iran on their lobbies and their propaganda system. So they are well prepared for this. But I said, thank God, their calculation was wrong. Is day 44, Israel and IDF doing great job. And we have no choice. I'm sorry to say that, I keep repeating this. I am the only human rights activist. There are many great people like Lily, like others, they saying this. But I am the only human rights activist with this label who constantly said this time, the only way to achieve peace, global peace, is through this war. We don't have any more choice. You cannot sit around one table and talk to these people. They don't recognize us as a human. They said that these people are non-believers, so kill them, they go to hell. Or martyrs, they're going to heaven. This is the complexity of the war that we live in. Thank you.
And I sing for you now in Farsi, for the Iranian mothers and people, and beautiful people that you are. And to sing about a dream, our fantasy, to walk today, to walk someday, sorry. I'm too excited to speak English. As you mentioned, together, to have our fantasy, to dream our dreams, and to be united together. Roya.
شما
Bilal playing the contrabass and Omri who's playing the guitar. There is an Israeli sing, it's like an anthem of us being optimistic about how we wish to live in peace, in freedom, and to hold our hands together with no wars, called Halevai. Halevai is I wish. I must say, Iris and her husband chose this song. It's a beautiful one. הלוואי ומענן תרד עלינו קשת, הלוואי שלעולם הזה יש תקנה, הלוואי ויום יצמח מתוך סופה גועשת, הלוואי ולא תאבד לעד המתנה, הלוואי שהמדבר יצמיח עשב דשא, הלוואי ועוד נשב בצל התנה, הלוואי שלא ניחא באיש אחיו יאהב, הלוואי ויפתחו שוב שערי גן עדן, הלוואי ויפתחו מזרח ומערב, הלוואי, הלוואי ונחדש ימינו כאן כקדם, הלוואי ולא יישא גוי אל גוי חרב, הלוואי ולא ננטוש את דרך התקווה, הלוואי, הלוואי והאדם יהיה רחום עד ערב, הלוואי שיש סיכוי אחד לאהבה, הלוואי ואיש לאיש את אחיו יאהב, הלוואי ויפתחו שוב שערי גן עדן, הלוואי ויפתחו מזרח ומערב, הלוואי, הלוואי ונחדש ימינו כאן כקדם. הלוואי ולא נכאב ואיש אחיו יאהב, הלוואי ויפתחו שוב שערי גן עדן, הלוואי ויפתחו מזרח ומערב, הלוואי, הלוואי ונחדש ימינו כאן כקדם. Merci. Thank you. תודה.
Thank you so much to all of you. It was a really wonderful. I wish to call Shira Kravitz and Roy Erez to give us a bit of hope at these final moments of this evening. Shira and Roy.
Hello everyone. For those who don't speak Hebrew, the next song called Luyahi, which means let it be. And the one sentence they keep repeating in the song, it's Kol shenevakesh Luyahi. All we ask, let it be. And for those who know the song, feel free to join me.
This won't be the last, it's just the start of something special, I think. Thank you.